and Stitchers. We're together. And also episode 50 of the Long Distance Stitchers. So this was very kismet how that worked out.
Absolutely.
Kismet. We just saw Diana. Yeah, so we just came from Stitch North. We're in Vancouver, and we're getting ready to go to EAC seminar. We have a beautiful backdrop here in our junior suite hotel because we're very fancy people, and we're gonna be here for a week. So we need space. Yeah. So Stitch North just happened.
We said goodbye to many of our friends yesterday, and
Today.
many more this morning.
Yeah, today as well.
We took our Uber driver at their word for 6 seats plus luggage, and he seemed surprised to pick up 6 people plus luggage. But we fit. We made it.
Yeah, he made it happen.
Awesome.
Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's Star Wars Day, so we're wearing Star Wars shirts.
Dwarf welcomes you.
And Mandalorian shoots you.
I mean, Wicket can do some damage with that spear if motivated properly to do so.
It's true. He can defend himself. Okay, well, we're gonna do our normal routine of finishes, starts, and whips, and there may be some new purchases throughout that. And
I
then
didn't buy anything. Did you buy anything?
I did buy
Oh,
a few things, like necessities.
And we were more chill than in previous years.
When you see this stack of fabric that I purchased and you compare it to previous Stitch Norths, you're gonna be like, Megan, did you even go look at the vendors? Because also one of them was a prize, so I bought even less than I would normally buy because I won something. Finally, at my 6th Stitch North, I finally won something.
6th? Oh, because you went to the fall.
Including
yes.
the fall one. It's been 6.
Yes, 6 for you.
Okay. Did you finish anything?
I did. I have some pre-Stitch North finishes.
Yeah.
So maybe we should dive into those
those
first. I don't know if you've heard, but there's this floss collaboration called X Stitch the Rainbow. I'm fine if I try and not. I feel like it will fall. X Stitch the Rainbow. And this year they personally harmed and attacked me. And so I have so far 5 finishes from that collaboration. I just realized I can do it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to show them to you. I don't actually know the names of necessarily all of these patterns.
But the designers, I'm pretty sure you know.
I could have looked up ahead of time, but I didn't. But yes, I can tell you who designed them for sure. So I have Nuri's. Beautiful. I do not remember the name.
Work of art. I think it's. Oh, no, I can't remember.
So the floss is the Cottage Garden Threads Floss Pack. I'm going to stare at it like it's going to tell me. It's not going to tell me. It's a Brina Needle fabric fairy ring that I have stitched on a 40 count, 1/2, with the called for.
Beautiful.
I loved stitching it, and I'm thinking I will do it again, but monochromatic.
Oh yeah.
Because it will lend
That would
itself
be
well
good.
to that, and I think
That'll be cool.
you could play with interesting fabric
Mm-hmm.
to do something fun. So that's one. In no particular order, I have the Bendy Stitchy one, whose name is also escaping me. This is on an 18 count Calypso from Kaylee at the Sewing Shop. I love the tone-on-tone of the seaweed.
Yeah.
I love the seahorse.
The orange pops so well off that.
I love our little hermit crab friend down here at the bottom. So good. And then I have Fine Frog Stitching. I remember the name of this one. This is the Crescent Crab.
Yeah.
It's our little crab friend. Once you see the face on the crab's back, you can't unsee it. You're welcome. He was a delight to stitch.
Oh, I just realized that that's not his face.
No, his little eyes,
He has
are
eyes.
where his eyes are supposed to be, up here,
He's a crab.
because they're at the front.
I thought that was his face.
And then,
But,
yeah,
you're right.
there's just barnacles or whatever on his back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got the blue flowers little freebie, the blue
That one
ring
is way smaller than I
octopus.
thought it was.
Yeah, it's just a little
It's a little
freebie.
teensy.
Oh, wait,
Is it upside down?
sideways. It goes this way.
Mm-hmm.
It works well any direction, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's an octopus. You could be doing anything. But that's the correct quote-unquote way. This was really fun. We used the blue only for the rings. And it went together in no time because it is like a third of the size. The crescent crab is also smaller than the 60 by 60. And then,
great use of this piece of fabric. Are you putting something here?
oh yeah, absolutely, I will fit something else on there.
Another
Whether
one.
I don't know if it'll be another one of those or something else, but that's a huge chunk of fabric left. Last but not least, but it doesn't matter because she won't see it because she doesn't watch Flosstube, is the lanternfish from your friend of mine, Deanna, at Darling and Whimsy Design. I love this so much.
That looks so good.
This is another Kaylee fabric. I'm just going to confirm the name of it.
No name.
No name. It's an 18 count Ada. It's black with these lighter bits, but
Yeah, that's the one that we
the lanternfish needed to be at the bottom of the ocean, as is his rightful place, her rightful place. There might be a dude on there, but it's so small that you can't see it. Beautiful.
Stunning. Work of art.
Yeah. A++ pattern collection. And I have several more to stitch, and then I will probably either trade or buy more. And like I've done 5, and granted a couple of them are on the smaller side, but I have not made a huge dent in my floss packs either.
Oh, okay. Good to
Right?
know.
I've used like 2 or 3 of the 6 strands of length, and I am stitching them purposefully on counts where I can stitch with just one thread to make it last longer. But yeah, I'm feeling good about the floss.
Yeah.
Like so much so that even though there was floss packs in person this weekend, I opted not to buy a second one.
Yeah, you were thinking about
I was thinking about it. I just decided not to. We'll see what happens when I stitch the boomerang stitches lanternfish.
Yeah.
Because that one,
Thank you, Emily.
there's a lot.
But it's so good.
It doesn't have worms. It's true. A finish that is not my finish, but is my finish. Mon cher Caramia, Morticia and Gomez Adams.
It's so beautiful.
This is a witchy stitcher pattern. The paint is from, it came out. I think you can buy it now though.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's been ages since it came out. But I had it basically, like I've been wanting to stitch it since it came out. And I just hadn't started it. And then when I was thinking about what to do for the Stitch It For Me, that my round robin Team 14 count did last year, and I was going through my patterns, and I was going through my 14 count fabrics, and I picked
This
this.
is 14. Oh yeah, I guess it would have to be.
Yeah, and so Michelle, Mandy, and Danielle stitched on that, and I stitched 0 stitches on that project.
Really?
But it's my finish,
Yeah.
Michelle started it. It was started for me, stitch it for me type stuff.
Oh, and then they just ended up finishing it. Oh,
Yes,
that's so
they all
funny.
stitched on it. And then Danielle brought it to give back to me in person because we got to meet for the first time because she came to the correct Stitch North weekend.
That's
weekend
right.
too.
Finally.
Yes. But yeah, so that's really exciting, and I will have to find a good frame for it so it can
It's beautiful.
go on the wall in the house. Love it. And then I had one Stitch North finish, so that none of that was at Stitch North. And I finished Stardust from Carriage House Samplings. Those of you familiar with the pattern know that the middle is filled out. I decided not to as I was working on it. I decided I'd really just do the orange through it. Thank you. You're so good at that. My hand's a little
I thought you could
occupied.
do it, but it's a little floppy, so.
It is. It's 40 count wrath from Jessie at Mislaid Pages. The pattern is Carriage House Samplings. I converted the colors because I had literally none of the called for in stash, and so it's hand dyed by Rolanda. I think one or two classic color works in it. And maybe the black is Gentle Art something. Yeah, the yellow's classic color works for sure. It's 4 colors, so
Black,
there's
gray, yellow, another gray.
yeah.
It's really good.
So that's done. I love it. I want to get it framed in like a big chunky frame.
Oh,
And like the second I saw this pattern, I needed it because I love Carl Sagan. We are all Stardust. That little owl friend. He's got big eyes. And then the pattern went home with Helen. Spoiler for her Flosstube. Those are my finishes.
I only have one finish. I started this Sunday after we moved out of the ballroom.
So post Stitch North. This is what she's saying.
Like the minute it ended, I was like, I'm gonna start something new. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll finish it like soon, like in the next day or two. And then I just kept working on it, and it was stitching up pretty quickly. And then I also cut off a good chunk off the bottom and kind of recharted the border a little bit so that it would all fit together. So I finished it at 11:30, I think. 11:30 that night.
It's so cute.
From Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and it normally says Surfs Up, and then there's like something else underneath there. But I just did the pineapple riding the wave. And I changed some of the colors because I had this kitted up since 2022 roughly when I first bought the pattern, but I stole the yellow out of there for something else. I stole the white out of there for something else. And then when I started to do the sunglasses, I decided I didn't want to fill them in with black. I wanted to fill them in with purple. So Kim had her bag of these Stitch Me silks next to her, so I just stole a strand of dark purple silk and did the sunglasses and his little melt. And then the blue for the wave was like 992 or something, which is like more of a green, but it was showing up like not brightly on this fabric, and so I changed it to a Roxy Floss blue that I had bought this weekend for something else that didn't end up working. And then the yellow is actually from another project that you'll see soon that I also started this weekend. So it was, and then the white, because I had stolen the white, so I just needed like just enough for the waves. So before Helen left, she gave me 2 strands of DMC Blanc that she just happened to already have cut off, and it was the perfect amount. So it was a group effort. Everyone, and people were giving me advice on how to do the border, and like Nitya and I talked about it, and then the sunglasses, people told me what they thought I should do, and it was very much a group project.
Our finish.
It's all of our finish, and it's my tradition of finishing something in the lobby after Stitch North, because apparently I've done that like every year now. But yeah, I love it so much. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might, since I bought those pillows from Kaylee, maybe I can make a pillow.
Yeah.
It might fit in with a little. But yeah, anyway, that's my only finish from the weekend.
Okay. I mean,
Starts.
I only had one finish on the weekend too. But since I just showed you 7 finishes, and we don't need to think about how many of those were actually on my whip list the last time we visited.
Not as bad as
7 finishes. I had 4 starts.
Yay.
So it's a net reduction, right? I started 4 things, and all 4 things were things I had planned to start at Stitch North. I had no wild goose chases.
I don't know what we're talking about.
No, it's no shame to you. It's me being
No, you were
to
good.
myself.
Yeah, you were
I
good.
brought 4 things to start. I started those 4 things and those 4 things alone.
Yeah, good job.
I am my own hero.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of them is Sea Spell. from Bendy Stitchy. This was a Flosstube at Z pattern. I was lucky enough to get one of the leftover kits. So I'm stitching it with everything called for except for I have a plan. I'm going to do the mermaid tail in a different color, and I will show you that color. It might look very familiar. First, I'll show you my start. So the fabric is, read it for me.
32 count.
16 count. Does that have the Ada?
Nerites, N-E-R-I-T-E-S from the sleep pages.
Nerites. But yeah, a Jessie fabric, the sleep pages. The floss is Hellbore from, it's a flower silk.
Stitchy box silk Hellbore.
So we've got 2 lengths of it for our project. And then I decided that I really want the mermaid tail to be in a mermaid tail color, so I picked this blue. I selected a few, and Nuri was conveniently standing at the table, so I asked her thought. Self-azzured.
I have that one.
Is that not what you did? Oh no, you did it in hard candy. Never mind.
There was like 3 blues that are very similar, and I bought all of them.
Yes, yes. But that will be.
I think that's the blue that I'm doing my the other thing in.
Oh, maybe that's that. But yeah, so that mermaid tail will pop.
Yeah, well, that's good.
In there. So
Beautiful.
we'll get to the rest of it at some point. Knew that was going to happen. Pretty sure that wax mermaid is in multiple pieces at this point. And then Follow Me, which I started. Oh, I started my Sea Spell with Danielle and Amy. Both started theirs this weekend as well. And then Follow Me, also from Michelle, and is a collaboration with Stitchy Pearls. And so they collaborated on the border, and they each did 3 of the inside blocks. And so this all started with Megan, and we are sharing. So Megan has the Stitchy Pearls.
Yeah, I have the Stitchy Pearls, and we're gonna swap.
And then Trina also started hers this weekend. I'm stitching it on 36 count Murky. I thought it was 40 count. Good thing I gave myself a nice generous border, or else we'd be in trouble. I converted all the floss. There's Cottage Garden Threads, Forbidden Fiber Company, and Rwanda in there.
This is green. There we go.
It's the green from my Ink Circles Reflections of Ireland.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
There's lots of it. There will still be more left. I will trade you. Because I only have one hand, and that's got a needle minder on it.
This is her start.
That's my start.
It's way more than me. I only did this little bit right here.
Well, if you look on Instagram at our start photo, I just had like the top and a little bit in. I worked on it more. That's what I was working on in the lobby on Sunday. This needle minder is from Helen.
Oh yeah.
This is my little table gift bag. And so that is my start on Follow Me. That is a long-term project. Another thing, I had my 7 finishes. 5 SAFs since the last time we talked. One I didn't stitch at all and was never on my whip list. And one that was on my whip list. None of which were big. I started 3 big projects and 1 not big project. Anyways, you might have heard about this chart called Thurza. There's a Priscilla Dawes. That's the one. And you might have heard that Julie, Kansas City girl and a Colorado World, the designer behind Hemlock and Rice Stitchery, attacked us with a new Thurza translation colorway. I don't know.
Thurza met Roxy.
It's when Thurza met Roxy, and it is a pastel colorway to go on dark fabrics. So that is a 40 count, unnamed, hand dyed by Rwanda. And that's my little start on it, which is bigger. Julie, please notice, it is bigger than it was. I did work on it more. I just didn't get a chance to show you. This is, the thread jewelry on here is matching to the needle minder, also from Helen.
Mm-hmm.
And then these are the beautiful Roxy colors for this version of Thursa. And you might be saying, Megan, you have no business starting that Thursa because you already have a Thursa who doesn't have a lot of work done on her. And I say, that's a very nice opinion, and I don't share it.
And your point is,
yeah.
You can have more than one Thursa.
Yeah. It's so good. Nice. And because I'm going to forget to say this later, this is in this pouch. Came with a little set of gifties from Jean and Matt, which are, I took out to put the floss in it. And then I've got this beautiful iron-on patch, or iron-on logo from Hemlock and Rye. So I will be adding that on there, and then it will be a little Thursa-inspired bag. And it's probably actually big enough that I can put my other Thursa floss in there too. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the other Thursa has a lot more colors.
It'll be a little expanded, but
because Julie did very kindly keep this to a minimum.
Well, there was some which she didn't end up using because she pulled a bunch from Roxy last year.
But she still could. It could have been
a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one has 34 colors.
Mm-hmm. And then my last start is on the rest of my 40 count wrap from Jessie at Mislaid Pages. And this
Beautiful.
This I've been
It's right here.
meaning to start.
There it is.
For when did I finish Namari? A year and 3 months ago. This is the Dwarven Axe from Jacob at Modern Folk Embroidery. And so this is a 40 count wrap from Jessie at Mislaid Pages. This is why it's all wrong. It's because I got plastic in there. Using this dyeing for sass. I don't know that it has a color name, but it came from the Witchy Stitcher black box.
It's looking kind of purple, but it's not.
It's dark black and light black. Some people might call it gray. You do you.
Yeah, it's
But
looking
that's
purple.
what it's
It's not purple.
So I just have, the light in here is not, it's not our standard, so just bear
We
with
don't
us.
have our ring lights.
I could put the hot light on. But yeah, I just did one line just to get it started. Somebody was going to start with me and then got distracted by a sampler for Grace, which I can't really blame her about, and did not end up starting with me. But that's fine, she's going to start later, and we're still going to have started together.
Yes.
And it's going to take a minute to finish, so we'll have time to work on it together. That's it. 4 starts, all planned.
I also had some planned starts. So I brought all of my Beneath the Waves patterns to start. So I started with this one. This is the one from Tiny Modernist. I believe it's called Midnight Ocean. And Julie saw me working on it in the lobby. And yeah, it's based on Megan's tattoo.
And some copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Cheryl and I discussed for fun.
But Julie saw me working on it in the lobby. She was like, "Oh, I'm working on that too." She's like, "I did the outline," and I was like, "You're a smart person." And I already messed up the tail, but that's fine.
That's perfect.
And so yeah, there's my little whale. And then I also started this one from Jed X Stitch. This is Anemone. So this is the one with the clownfish. So I started right in the middle because I wanted to do it so that it would have like this kind of part just at the bottom. So yeah. So these are both Kaylee fabrics. This is Chemical Romance 16 count. And this is called Syrup, and it's 28 count linen. Who is she? I did not love stitching on this in the ballroom. It was hard to see, and it's a very loose weave, but it's such a good fabric. So, the sacrifices that we make. I'll be able to work on that more better at home. And then next, this one I started this morning. So this one is from the Dino box that Deanna released last year.
Quirky Quaker.
It's Quirky Quaker Pterodactyl. And I brought all of them with me, and they've actually traveled quite a few times because I keep just bringing them all in like the little bag, being like, if I need something small, I can just start one of those. And then I just never did. So today I finally started it this morning before we left the hotel, and then I worked on it at the airport and on the plane. And I could have even finished it, but I did have a nap. So
Naps are important.
yeah. But I got quite a bit done. I finished that whole little dino. This one is one that I have wanted to start for a really long time. Oh geez. So this one is the Needles Dance, which was a collaboration between Ink Circles and Hands On Design, and it came out in 2019. And I bought it at the very first Stitch North I ever went to. And then a couple of years ago, Nati helped me kit it up, and she picked out colors for me. And I was gonna do it on the blue fabric that you see in the like picture there. But then I was like, I don't really like the blue fabric that I have. It's not as bright as the blue in the picture. It's like more of like a dark blue, and I didn't want to do it on like a lighter color because that's crazy. And then also the piece of fabric that I brought with me to do it on was actually not big enough, and it would have been like not a very good margin. So then I just randomly bought this piece of Temptation in 16 count.
One might say she was tempted by the fabric.
Which is the most beautiful fuchsia. And yeah, it's fantastic. And then Nati was like, well, if you're going to do that, you need to add a blue. So I think this is Self-Azure. Yeah, this is the one. And so I grabbed a few different blues that I thought would work for it, and she picked this one. So this is almost entirely Nati's kitted up. But yeah,
Brilliant.
she really is. So then I decided that since I liked the blue, but I also liked the pink, I wasn't going to change the pink to blue, but I was just going to add blue other places. So for example, the words, which I think was an excellent choice, and they look so good, and they're so fun to stitch. And yeah, I got quite a bit done on that. And I even got all the way across the top, and even within this little frame, got to that little corner. That was tricky. But yeah, so that was a planned start. That has been on the start list for a long time. Speaking of things on the start list for a long time. Well, actually, no, this was only a couple of years ago that I got this. So I bought this pattern and kitted it up with all the Roxy's a couple of years ago. Maybe not last.
It was a couple years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't. You were there. Yeah, it wasn't last year. And this, I was actually, for some reason, I did not have this one. So luckily I was there when I started it and was like writing down all my colors, and I was like, why do I not have this one? So I ran over and bought it. And luckily they still had it. It wasn't like out of commission or anything. And then this was the yellow that I ended up using for my pineapple. And it worked out perfectly. But yeah, not much of a start here. Just a line across the top. First started the border, and then starting the second color there in the corner. And then this one also lives in my brand new project bag from,
What's this? Is this also brand new?
Yeah, this is a deluxe thread bed that came with the bag if you spend an extra $20. It's a package deal. If you buy them both, they come as a set. It's a really good deal. Oh yeah, okay, so I also did start my following. This is,
beautiful.
I'm going to cut this in half. This is, I want to say, wheat from Fiber on a Whim. It's either wheat or milk and honey, because those are the two neutrals that I had from them. And then this one also lives in my new project bag from.
Another one of those combos?
Yeah, it's a combo. It comes as a set when you buy them together. So there's pineapple cats on the inside, and then in here there's watermelon cats. They're so cute. And then here they're eating fruit. Fruit cats.
They're very cute.
I almost bought sushi cats, but then I saw fruit cats, and I got fruit cats. A lot of people got sushi cats.
The sushi cats.
Sushi cats were a big hit.
I didn't get any sushi cats.
Or fruit cats?
I'd like to say it was because I didn't buy anything from Shiba Designs, but I cannot say that.
It's a lie. You know it. I also changed all my colors too.
Some of them are the same changed colors as mine,
Yeah.
but not all of them.
Yeah.
Also with cottage garden threads for Londa, and then some other things.
I think it's just those. Oh, one Roxy. One little
And a
Roxy.
DMC.
Oh, look. Here's the tag from my fabric. I kept it so I would know what it
Wheat.
was. It's wheat.
She knew what it was.
I knew what it was. Brilliant. And then I had a couple of starts that weren't planned. So, oh no, it's just this one. Yeah, it's just this one. I did kit up another thing, but I haven't started it yet. So, there was, at the Roxy booth, there was the buy 5 for $10 US or 13 something Canadian dollars. So I bought this set of floss, 5 of them, and I was like, wow, that's like a good palette. Like just on its own, like it works together. And then I was like, I want to stitch something with those. And then I was like, this fabric is fun and a really good color. This fabric is called Terrarium, and it came in different like types. So this is 20 count Aida, which is the color that I liked the best, but I probably would have preferred to get it in something like a 16 or whatever, just for stitching it with. But anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, it looked really good with this palette, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this? And so then Nati looked through my folder of PDFs that I already owned, so I didn't have to buy anything. And she picked a Carolyn Manning, just one square of a Carolyn Manning thing, and she was like, you should do this, and do it like this. And I was like, okay, so I'm doing it, just like she said. And then I also bought another bag to put it in. So this is also from Shiba. And this one also came with a thread if you bought it. So and it's little seals, and they have rainbow balls.
Those are excellent seals. I didn't buy any bags with seals on them because I already bought my bags with seals on them immediately when Melissa.
Didn't order. I didn't order them.
When Melissa posted them.
I knew I'd see her eventually.
Seals
And then this little bag was in our swag bags, and this is from Kaylee at the sewing shop, and it's very cute. And I thought it went well with the theme going on here. Okay, that's it. Those are all my starts.
Wow. Good job. A++ starting.
And 3 new picks.
I had to take a couple planes to get to Stitch North, and so I brought one of my Go Calls, which was Acorns and Friends from Lola Pro. This pattern is well loved. It's been traveling about. I'm stitching this on an 18 count Kaylee fabric, not the Callflower fabric. Cloud fabric. You know the word. Cloud word. I can't say it without looking at it. This I've worked on now all the way to Stitch North. I did did not work on it at Stitch North, but then I worked on it today, coming back to Vancouver, right? So, yeah, and in the airport. And so I've gotten a ton of progress on this. I have completed all of the browns and almost all of the grays. You can see I've got a little gray frame there. I'm almost done putting that in. And then I don't know what I'll do next. The green maybe, get all that grass done. But all my little friends are coming through.
Yeah, they look really cute.
Yeah. What I have left to do in that gray is the gray that's in the crows. And then that will be a little bit of all of the friends are in there. Look how good he looks from back here. So yeah, I've gotten a lot done. It is a WIPCO call for May to finish. And thanks to a lot of airport time, that might be a possibility. So stay tuned. Come back in June to find out if I did it. It is only May 4th. Anything is
Yeah,
possible.
you got tons of time. You got a whole month. Yeah. We still have a week here. You'll have time.
I think I'll be busy this week.
Not in the evenings.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
Um,
unless you start to
Helen and I brought our angels so they could have a 6-month check-in. I don't think we're going to be doing any photo inserting, so look on Instagram.
Yeah.
For the update.
They were also sitting on
Helen's
the table
no.
near the table for a while, and Kaylee was like, "I love how it's the Smalls Exchange table, and then there's just a giant project sitting on there."
Nobody took them because they were not
part of the
for
exchange.
exchanging.
I was like,
but lots of people came over to oogle them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
And
It was like your own brag
touch the
table
beads.
for a while.
It was. It
Yeah.
was beautiful. But there she is. I put in more rows down there. Oh, she looks so good. So Helen won't be coming for Stitch North next year, but I do intend to go see her. And so, should that come to fruition, I will take the angel with me. We did determine when we were stitching in April that it was basically our 3-year anniversary of when I bullied Helen into starting her Angel of Love. Yes, it has been. Yes.
Wow.
And so we've been stitching together for 3 years, and
That's
mine
so
I
nice.
started even before that. Yeah, it's lovely. And now we only work on them together. Yeah. That's good. Love you, Helen.
I didn't realize that. That's crazy.
And then the last whip I have to show you, which is a whip I haven't worked on yet, but Danielle passed it to me because I am next to stitch on it. So it's in Friendship from Modern Folk Embroidery, and this is Danielle's project. I don't know what the fabric is. It's a 14 count. Probably a picture of this plus. Maybe it's a fiber on one. I don't know. Watch Danielle's Flosstube to find out more. But she's got us stitching with these Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. And so I will be putting in some motifs up or down. Down, I think? I don't know. I have something that tells me what to stitch, when to stitch it, which colors to stitch it in for Danielle's. It'll be lovely. And we're all adding our initials, but we've kept back some floss from our own projects to put our initials into each other's projects. I'll put in mine.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll enjoy, well, they're silk, so I think they're silk. No, they're not. They're cotton.
They're
Or
really
she did silk. Maybe she does both. It's lovely.
It's beautiful.
It's going to be
They're
fun to
really nice
stitch.
colors.
Can't go wrong with a
She's
Jacob
got some
pattern.
I saw that the mermaid one she's working on has a beautiful fabric as well.
That is
Your whips.
my whips.
I had 2 whips that I worked on this weekend. So one was my Forest of Zag, which actually we could classify as a new start because I started it since the last Flosstube.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a whip for me, and I worked on it this weekend. So this is my contribution to the pentagonal round robin. So I divided it up into 5 sections, and I have also selected my own color palette. It was the call for is cottage garden threads, and there was a thread pack that you could purchase. But I had just purchased a giant bag full of cottage gardens from Trina, and so I was like, I'm sure I have the ones that I need. I didn't. I had one of the ones that I needed, but when putting them all together, I liked a different color for that particular thing. So anyway, so I picked all my own ones, and they're all so beautiful. And this is my start so far. And I'm doing the big guy in the middle, and then I'll just do the little, like everyone does 2 or 3 of the big top ones, and then like a section of the middle of the bottom. So that's my start.
And I'm gonna take it home with me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do as much as I can before I leave Megan. This fabric is Highland by Picture This Plus, and it is an 18 count, and I had 18 and 32 count of the same fabric, and we chose the 18 count.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful, and this looks so good.
It's gonna be
I'm in love with my color choices. Yeah, it was an excellent choice by me. You're welcome, everyone, for letting me stitch on it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then I also worked on my data portraits in Paris, and I'm almost caught up. So I started drop 12 before I left, and I finished it at the retreat. And I also I started 13. I finished 12 and I started 13. Yeah. The red is
12.
Wait, no.
13.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 12 and 13. Yeah, because 14 came out yesterday.
I literally watched Nuri send the email.
I thought it was like scheduled.
I don't know. She had her computer out and was
Oh,
doing things. I
yeah,
just
she was-
assumed that she was doing
posting,
it.
She
Yeah.
was posting stuff too. She
Yeah.
said. But when we took the picture of everyone, I was the furthest along.
Oh.
I noticed.
So if I brought mine, I would
You
have been in
would've
the
been.
lead.
You would have been.
I did not bring mine. I have regrets after seeing everybody else's.
Mm-hmm. But we took a picture with everyone holding up their hands if they didn't have them.
I didn't hold up my hands in the end because it looked kind of funny because I was behind people, but other people held up their hands.
Okay.
Okay.
You didn't buy anything, did you?
Well, I have some gifts. Are we doing? So, what order are we gonna do this in?
I have mine organized by swag/things people gave me.
Okay.
Except for floss, it's all just one big jumble of floss I somehow acquired and purchased with money. So
Well, I can do swag/things people gave me.
okay, and then I can do mine.
Yeah. Should we do the swag bag first?
Oh, and then I have all the patterns all jumbled up as well. So I'll do those separately.
Okay. I have like the swag bag stuff. separate
Yeah, mine's
from
all
the
mixed
rest.
in.
Okay.
Everything's all mixed in together.
And like, I'm not even sure that I have it all in. I don't know. We'll go through it.
Band-Aid holder.
I have a Band-Aid holder too. I think that's brilliant. You never know when you're gonna stab yourself.
This is a pen that comes with holes.
I have one of those, but
It's-
it's in a different bag.
Not holes. It's hollow, so you can put your warts in there at the end of the weekend. I didn't do that,
Neither
but
do
I'll
I.
keep the pen.
It writes nice.
Is there any other? I think the rest of this stuff was from Helen and Deanna. This was my prize. It was one free quarter of fabric. And then I tried to give her the envelope, and she was like, I don't need that. You can keep it as a souvenir. And I was like, okay. I'll journal with it. I got this.
Oh, I got one of those
Love
too.
to stitch. It's quite large. It's a good one.
Mine says socially acceptable way to stab things.
And then from Larney's Blarney, we got this little cute thing.
Yours.
Very
Mine
cute.
is pink.
Didn't know there was other colors. Well,
Oh, yeah,
I'm glad I got that one. That was perfect for me.
I have a white one if you want to trade.
No, I do not. We got this from Monkey and Mouse. It is a corner gauge.
Oh, look, those also came
It
out of
doesn't
their color.
say what.
Well, it's 3 inches.
Yeah, it must be right. It's like
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
it's got lines on it.
Yeah. I understand. I used it a couple of times, and I was like, that must be 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
We got these needle minders from Everton. Beautiful bird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the theme of the weekend was bird.
Birds.
I
I don't like birds though.
No, no one really does. We saw a bunch of birds today.
We saw a heron.
I think this was from Deanna.
That is from Deanna. That's not part of the swag.
Well, he wanted to be included. Like the rest of the stuff I have is.
I have more swag bag stuff. I have this Roxy floss from the swag bag.
Yeah, I have mine with.
And it's called Spring 2026 Swag.
Oh. I didn't
Which is nice because
now you know. And then when
you
when
know
look
what
at
it
later,
is.
You're like, that's from this.
And then Rolanda gave, and I think everybody got the same.
Yeah, typically
I
she
saw
gives all the
black bean, 25 yards.
Good one.
Do a whole pattern in that. We got from Far Out Handmade a little package of stickers. I haven't opened it. There's a bobbin on top. I assume the other two are
Mine
also
might be in with my
stitching
pattern.
themed.
Yeah,
From
here.
You Can Sew Make That. She gave a piece of finishing
Oh, I
fabric.
did get stickers.
That one's from Sheena.
Oh.
Finishing fabric, and then a little bag tag for labeling. Oh, that button came from Canadian Stitchery. Mine's on my lanyard, so I don't actually have mine here. I can't show you the other side of the card, but I guess I could do this. Melissa at Shiva Designs gave us little bag charms and a coupon code for 15% off your order. I love the coupon code because I use it every year to buy myself a birthday present. And everybody got Shiva stickers. They were all a little different. My Shiva is a diva.
That must be in with my bag.
Yeah. We got from Creatively Crafting, so they did the other needle minders, but not the official needle minders. A little card for joining bingo game, and it's got a pattern on the back, and it's just a floss and a bobbin and some hearts. We got Pansy from Anne's Crafts.
She has a flower every year. This one's really pretty.
We got from Colleen at Needlework Adventures this tin topper.
She had a whole bunch of these. They're really cool.
Lots of different tin toppers. And I told her that this was the only Stitch North theme pattern that we got this year. So I'm gonna do it at some point to go into my journal. I've got some other Stitch North theme patterns that I also haven't stitched to go in my journal, but the intention's there. I'll
I
get
have a
around to
plan
it.
for a retreat sampler, and it's all in a bag.
I'm not
just
doing a
never
retreat
started.
sampler,
I don't know if I will, but I've got a roll.
And then Blueberry Ridge. I don't know if everybody got the same. I feel like everybody got the same one.
I think so.
They were only there for like half a day on one day to sell charts. But
Yeah,
this is
because I don't even think I went when they
greenhouse
had their stuff set up, because I saw
and
people stuff that people bought that I was like, I didn't even see that, and I would have got that.
they were there.
So yeah.
And then it wasn't in the swag bag, but when Cheryl got to the retreat to sell things, there was tiny modernist patterns for everybody. I got the Phoenix Biscornu. It's a good one.
It was between that and the narwhal, and I am 99% sure that I have the narwhal. I'm pretty sure I do.
Makes sense. I think that this Phoenix should be stitched in étoile.
Oh,
So that is a good sparkly Phoenix. And Kaylee's bag. So you already saw Megan's. Mine has orcas on it. And then I'm taking a finder's fee and keeping this one too. That's a good one too. I think that's all the swag bag items. Oh, there was also in the other swag bag that I have in my possession, there's a ruler and another pen from a different store. I feel like maybe they weren't in every bag.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember anybody else at my table having them either. So, if you got a ruler and pen, please. I have 2 swag bags. One is for a friend. Yeah. Are we doing the other things from our friends?
Yeah.
Where do we start?
I got this bird.
Oh, bird.
Erin and Amity made a bunch of little birds, put some maggots on them, and gave them away.
I got this crow. Because I loved his giant yellow eye.
We got frogs.
Yes, these nice. I didn't even get their names.
Yeah,
They came to every table and
they're all,
every person a frog,
what's
and they're
yours
all
holding?
a little different.
Mine has a lollipop.
Mine has a little 4-leaf clover.
Oh, that's cute.
And
And we got
she's a little loose in there.
we got chickens.
Amy
Amy
gave us chickens, which are made by a woman in her community, who is
And then G
a little older in years.
G came around with pins, so I stuck my pin in my chicken.
I did too. Mine has a rubber ducky on it.
And I also have my pins from my 2 fabrics that I bought because they put a pin in the fabric. We got a wand.
Oh, I don't get one of those.
No, and a highlighter.
I did get a highlighter.
And a sticker. And a scissors. That's from Meg. And Jackie. Jackie made these.
Oh, nice. We didn't sit at the same table this year, so we
Yeah.
have different table gifts.
And then
Walter and Fergus.
our kitty cats. Very nice.
I don't know why I said that so aggressively.
And Miriam made these beautiful.
I got one of those too.
We had extra at our table, so I gave one to Megan and Helen. So she made these. She stitched this with Bradley's balloons, Megan's favorite floss.
I do love it.
And then this little needle cutter. Yeah.
Not needle cutter, thread cutter.
And then also for floss straps. Because it was Miriam's first retreat, so of course she brought the most beautiful table gifts.
And I'm pretty sure she only started them like a week or 2 out.
Yeah.
If the group chat does not deceive me.
Yeah. And we had extras. She made extra.
Yeah.
I got this from
Helen.
Helen. But
That came in my
Megan.
table gift bag from Helen, and I have that bookmark with that same colored tassel from the bag that Helen gave me when we had our mini retreat in October.
I also got this from Helen. Fuzzy iron arm patch with this. Maybe I'll put it on my bag. Megan made these bags.
With the power of my Cricut.
It's great. Everyone loved the bags. They were so thrilled.
It was so much fun to make them.
I have some more. Deanna came around with some little presents.
Some Deanna presents too.
I got a bunch of stickers.
Oh, those are Jessie's cats.
These are just, yeah. And then she gave chocolates. Yeah.
3
And
of Jessie's
maple
4 cats.
candies. And then also
That's from Helen.
I got the same.
Oh, but your ring bling is a square, mine's
Oh yeah, yours is
a
circle.
circle.
And then I also got from Jackie made these. You don't mind, but my magnet fell off mine, so
That's
I
so
I
cute.
have it saved so I can glue it back together.
Oh, it's Fimo. Polymer clay. I shouldn't assume brands. I also have a Walter and Fergus sticker. I didn't get the other Jackie goodies, but I did get Walter and Fergus. So they will go on to something. Maybe my sewing machines. I don't know that they are. I don't think they're water safe. Kim, DIY crafty teacher. That, yes. Had a bag of surplus Be Stitch Me Floss, as in
ones she didn't.
One she had over and above. It was either 2 or 3 of already, and so everybody got to pick a floss. So I got Little Fox, a nice orange. I went with orange because I'm always looking for good oranges, and I never have enough variety in my oranges. I especially don't have as many like brighter oranges. I tend towards the more autumnal oranges.
Yeah.
Lisa at Forest City Stitching, who you might remember from my first Stitch North, as we swapped directly with each other without knowing it.
Yeah.
Stopped by and gave me some Timothy the Turtle tortoise.
Oh, I got those too.
Floss drops.
Timothy the tortoise.
Thank you, Lisa. And then Harry Zimmerman Frid, another hand 2 on Instagram. Come by with these. This is her grandfather, Henry, and I presume sister Elizabeth, old family photo. And so Terry shared that she has all these old family photos, so she's been picking a different one every year to make floss drops with.
Oh, that's so cool.
Right? So cool. So thank you for those. Trina had some of the stickers from Far Out Stickers that she was giving. So I got It's Not Hoarding If It's Floss.
Correct.
It's the honest truth. My little gifts from friends are all helter-skelter, so bear with me because I rearranged all my little bags of things. This bag came from Helen. This little bunny came from Deanna. In my bag from Helen, I had a Shakespearean-themed mini cross-stitch. And it says, "If music be the food of love, play on." And it's violets. Not violets, pansies. I don't know. I know flowers, I swear. Anyways, very cute. I quite like that. I got a highlighter from Helen. I got a flower patch from Helen. And I got the previously shown needle bling and needle minder.
I got a cupcake iron-on patch, but it's in mine.
I got a, maybe she's bored with it, maybe it's autism sticker from Helen. Who knows what it is? And then I also have in here, because I used the tote from Jean and Nat for my Thursday flosses. I have the things that came in the tote from Jean and Nat, which include a set of their beautiful California floss drops. This beautiful floss from Jean, who has had so much of this floss. And so this is a generous amount of floss.
Yeah, that's huge.
And Jean still has floss to spare. So, some thread huggers, scissor / needle stopper in the shape of a strawberry, and some twine, which is always handy. Thank you, Jean and Nat. I've got a little bag from Deanna. It's got the beautiful And it had candy in it, but the candy's in a different bag. It's got this beautiful book dragon-esque themed postcard from Marigona Suli. Suli is the artist. That's super cute. A dinosaur sticker. We like dinosaurs. A little ducky needle minder. Megan had the same one.
I had a bear.
Oh, you had a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Megan didn't have the same one. A couple of floss rings. Nice little tiny ones. And some more big charms.
I used all my bag charms. That's why I don't have any in my bag.
Hedgehog.
I just realized. I was like, oh, I got those too.
And the kitty.
So I got a kitty and I got a something else. This one came with a cat on it as well. Right? And then the cat one of these ones. Yeah, the cat with the books.
Nice.
I'll show you in a minute.
In addition to the chicken, Amy had these cute bags for folks. They were all different. And there's all sorts of snacks in here, some of which came from Amy. I think it was candy, chicken in a bag. That's what I understand. I've got a lot of things.
That was from Deanna.
This is from Deanna.
Yeah, okay.
And it says, stay where you're at till I comes where you're to. So it's not just chocolate, it's Newfie chocolate. From the Newfoundland Chocolate Company. And it's sea salt and caramel.
Mm-hmm.
I will enjoy that probably this week. I'm almost done with the things, your friends, that weren't swap-based things. This is from a friend who wasn't at Stitch North, but was there with Excellence in Spirit. This is much coveted Fright Night 32 count linen from Fortnite Fabrics, which came from Mandy via Danielle to me in Canada at Stitch North. So thank you very much, Mandy. I will find something great to stitch this on, and I can stop hoarding my other half of the piece that I got originally. And I had one in Helen's Flosstube giveaway extravaganza for her 100th episode. A piece of one-of-a-kind Roxy linen, 28 count. So Helen brought that to me rather than shipping it. This is not, there's more red and pink tone to it than is coming off. But it's a beautiful piece of linen, which of course it is. So thank you, Helen. And then Helen also brought, she made me bespoke a little floss mat for our little folding basket that we got from Amy in October. And this was the best thing on the table because it could hold
So many
all your little things and they didn't go missing. And it held your floss at the bottom. So that was great. So thank you again to Amy for the excellent little container. And thank you to Helen for making the little mat that fits it so well. I will use it well this week while we're in Vancouver as well, I think. To hold all my bits and bobs so they don't go too far. Because when things go far, they go missing. Yeah. So, those are the table gifts and other things from friends. Oh, somebody came around with beads. Jane and Chris, Boss Stitchers.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I got beads from them 1 year too.
Yeah.
I actually used some of them.
I picked ones that looked like they would be good for my embroidery project here. So they're like blues and silvers for our collage embroidery that we're
I
doing.
ended up using some when I was making
Yeah.
earrings once because I needed
Nice.
little spacer beads.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I do have tiny beads.
Yeah. So
And then I go through my, because there's some random stuff in here. Okay, so first thing when we got there, Sarah Ann came over. Or I know, I was going to the bathroom and she grabbed me. She was like, Megan. So she gave me her, I'm going to cover sort of it up. She designed a Biscornu for Stitch North. And so it has Canadian geese on it and it's fantastic. And it's like printed on like amazing cardstock. I was like, this is super professional. And then she gave me this sticker that she made. And Jason from Jason X Stitches, I think, started this. I think
Sheldon started.
Sheldon
for
started.
sure.
Yeah, I think they may have both started it.
Yeah.
So if you want to see progress on it, go check them out. And then I also got a mini cross stitch kit from Helen, so I got ships. And here is some more stuff right from this way. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so here's my thing from Shiva.
Don't show them the code.
I didn't realize I didn't see it. And then my Shiba is working on a computer, just like me.
Business Shiba.
That's what I look like when I'm at my desk.
Oh, speaking of Shiba stickers, Melissa also had these really cute, if it's in my mouth, it's mine, which was part of the Shiba.
And she had little tiny ones too.
Yeah, the Shiba set. So I'm pretty sure I have one at home because I got the Shiba set, which I don't think I ever told any of you about. So I got the Shiba set ages ago. But I got a Shiba and put it on my water bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then also these stickers.
Oh, it says Stitch North 2026. I wonder if I have one that says Stitch North 2026. I bet I do.
Yeah, those end up in here. And then, yeah, I got the same pattern. I got this arc from Deanna.
Oh, from the same artist.
Little Kit Kats.
That's cute.
Same thing. I got this piece of fabric and a little tag.
You can so make that.
Yeah. And
Oh, I got this too. It's tucked in my archive case.
this picture of floss, and then also there's this also from Deanna.
Oh,
She came around with those.
cute.
Isn't that cute? And then I put them in there, just keep them safe. Here's where all my floss drops ended up. So here's my patch from Hemlock and Rye. I got the Barbie font. And my tortoise ones. And I also got a floss drop. Melanie Wood. That's her name.
It's got these
gave
little
the picture.
charms.
Yeah.
I took my charms off too and I tucked them somewhere.
And then I have some patterns that I acquired through other means.
Oh, I have one of those.
So for example, this one was on. This one I pulled out of Julie's freebie bag that she passed around, and this one as well. Because I don't think I have the puffin. Because I'm sure the puffer fish. Because I would have stitched it if I had it. I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought you got all three of those. It came out. Oh no, it didn't come out at the same time as the other one.
set.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't
okay.
think I have that one. But if I do, I will just give this away again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got the vase from Thrace, which was in our sort of like
Pre-freebie table friends swapping.
freebie night that we did. I feel like there was something else. Oh yeah, this one. This one I also pulled off that one from Satsuma Street, which I have a lot of Satsuma Street patterns and I haven't stitched any. But that's okay. And then I got this one from the freebie table in the room.
Oh,
I like it.
mm-hmm.
I also got a copy of Embroidery Canada. Because I don't think I have this one. So it was on the table and I took it. Even though I could just go read the archives. But I didn't want anyone else to have it. And I picked this up like 3 times and I kept putting it back down. But I decided to take it in the end. It's just so weird. It's got so much floss.
Norse fairy tale. You could stitch just part of it though.
I'm thinking
Like this
what
funny
I
little
could-
angular swan. He kind of looks like an origami
And I really like
swan almost.
There's just like, look at how many flosses that is.
I mean that's a typical.
Yeah, but it's like
giant pattern.
but it's just so weird.
I don't think I've
really
ever
love it.
seen this one before.
No.
Oh, ink circles, but designed by Cynthia Wasner of Norse Needlework.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, that's Tracy Horner's mom. She does Scandinavian-inspired sweaters. This is from 2011, if you were wondering.
That was in Julie's
Oh.
bag as well, and then
I saw that bag after many people had already looked at it.
So it was in there. I pulled it out, looked at it, and I was like, "That's a lot of colors." And then someone else looked at it, and then we both put it back. And then it ended up on the actual freebie table, which I then picked it up twice. And then I was like, you know what? I should just take it and see what I can do. But like, I like the stave church and like
298 wide by 186 high.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah. It's just, but it's like these weirdos on their horses, like
It's good.
it's real good. And I love weird Norwegian stuff. And then I got this work basket pattern. I don't have any work basket patterns. That was also on the freebie table. And then I also put in here for safekeeping to keep it flat.
Are we doing those now?
Well, I just had it in here. My beautiful, this is my Smalls exchange from Jessie made this for me, and they dyed this fabric just for me. And stitched this, and it's so nice.
We did a little swap with our friends. Amy made mine. It's a Lowe's Pro. It's perfection. And she finished it even though FFOing was not required. And she snuck in this herb needle minder. And she wrapped it in this cat fabric. Thank you, Amy. I got one freebie. I snuck away with Helen's lightly used Serbian proverb chart. I don't know when I will stitch it. But you know, I finished one Stardust related pattern and gave it to Helen. And so I picked up a Stardust related pattern from Helen.
Feels fair.
And it feels like a good trade. I also got from our little preview for the freebie table 2 different sizes of Pearl Cotton Bradley balloons. I'm not quite sure who was getting rid of these. I do want to have a one-on-one conversation about your poor life choices, but also thank you, my friend, whoever you are, because I always like more Bradley's balloons. I also, maybe just while we're somewhat on the topic of swapping, I participated in the Smalls exchange. I did not take a photo of the small that I made. I fully finished a Kathy Barrett small. I would have shown it on here at some point a while back. It was a Christmas themed chart originally, but the colors, well, it was like red, green, gold, and brown. I had little reindeers and bird in the middle. We're not like super super Christmassy. So I finished it. I did it as a flat finish on a wooden hanger thing that I had. And put some sparkly twine around it.
Oh, it's really good.
Thank you. To hopefully make it not necessarily super Christmassy for whoever got it, if it was something that they wanted to have in their house all year round. And the person who, I did not get their name in a way that my brain held on to it, so I feel bad. But the person who got my small loved it, and the colors match their dining room. So they will have it up year round. So it was meant to be. I got my small from a stitcher named Callie. I met her briefly. I went and said thank you very much to her. It is a tiny modernist that I think I do own the pattern. I'm pretty sure that I bought this.
I feel like that's something you buy.
This crow on pumpkins, and it's finished on a block with some fabric and these nice orange pom-poms, and I love it. I love the purple fabric that it was stitched on. I was looking at the pattern. I don't think that she changed any of the colors. She just did it on a purple fabric.
And
It looks so good. I love it. It'll be able to stand by itself. It will be standing up year round. And she included a needle threader, like one of those little, like with a flower on the end, which I tucked somewhere safe. It's extra safe right now. This little penguin who's giving you a little hug. How cute he is. I love him. And some beautiful floss straps.
Yeah, those are nice.
And then nice marbly orange color. So, thank you again if you watch us. Hello. And like this, like block fab finish with the fabric wrapped around it is brilliant. Minimal stress factor, at least I imagine. I think I could do that. Relatively low stress.
Oh yeah.
High reward.
This is all the floss I got for free.
For free? Oh, from the swapping.
Yeah.
I was like, where'd you get
So
free floss from?
This one was the one that I pulled out of the bag from Kim. This one was the one that I got from Rolanda in the swag bag, same as the one. And then my purple one,
Spring 2026 swag
This
is the color
one-
on that one.
I did not buy this, but
I put a Rolanda in every single one of my
That's where it
Stitch
was.
Club bags.
yeah, okay. So I was like, why do I have
You're welcome, friends.
No, thank you. And then from the swap night, because Danielle was getting rid of a lot of her variegated
Is that
floss,
where Bradley's balloons came from?
because she was like,
Oh, I bet you don't like these because they're short because they're pre-cut.
well, she said also she just doesn't like stitching with variegated thread anymore. Like, just, she finds it stressful to,
Fair enough.
like, where am I going to put what color and da-da-da.
Fair enough.
I get it. Sometimes you're like, I wish I could just stitch normal.
There's variegated thread though, and then there's Bradley's balloons.
But these are also some good rainbow ones. So
Those
this
are
is
good
from Fiberlicious Yummy Fiber. No, Forbidden Fiber. And this is from Fiberlicious.
Nice
Blue. Also Fiberlicious, like a bright orange. Live and Die in LA, which I've never stitched with. So that's nice.
I don't think I saw that one.
Why was
I didn't look at
And
the
then
floss. I
these-
just saw the Bradley's balloons.
These are different, but they are similar enough that I could do my thing where I stitch with two skeins as if it's one, and just like alternate
Yeah, mix and
and
match.
make one thing, and they're very pretty. One is called Lavender Mist, and one is called Wisteria. And then I also got this stitchy box flowers, which may be the same one that Michelle gave us. Deep Amethyst. It's possible, but that's fine if it is. That just means I have more beautiful purple.
More of the same, yeah.
And then these are the ones that I had bought. So these are the ones that I bought from Rolanda. I only got 5. I was very well behaved. Beautiful colors. And then these are the Roxy's that I bought. So I did buy some more of the ones that were on sale. So they had, by the time I went back, she had a couple different ones. So this one I have 2 of, this one I have 2 of, and then she had this one, which is Papaya, which wasn't there before. This pink one I have 2 of now, and then also this one, which is Chantilly. So those were the sale ones. And then I bought this one as a maybe for the one that I was missing from my Arizona Sunset, but I said that I liked the actual call for one. And then I bought And then I bought these ones to go with my bright fabric that I got from Roland, which you'll see in a minute. And then this one, which I think is a new one, it's called Parakeet, and it's like a blue to green kind of variated, which I'm pretty sure I'd never seen that one before.
I feel like maybe it was in one of the Christmas countdowns, whether this year or the year before. I'm pretty sure I have it.
And then this one Kaylee found on the ground by our table, and she gave it to me. We don't know where it came from. But it wasn't Nati's and it wasn't Kaylee's, and we asked everyone around us, and no one claimed it, and she was like, well, I'm not going to stitch with this, so I guess it's yours. And I was like, okay. And that was it.
That's your floss?
So if that's someone's floss that was near our table, let me know.
Okay.
But yeah, we just found it. It was just on the ground. So.
I bought no floss from Rwanda.
Well, that makes sense because you buy floss from her
every month. She sends me a PayPal invoice, and she sends me floss to my door. And I can give it away to 30 of my nearest and dearest friends and still not crack the pile of unopened floss of the month. It's all fine. So I picked some colors with my heart, with no plan. Although they go together very nicely. And then I also got many of the discontinued colors just to have them. Which one? That is Time Travel.
Oh wow, I didn't see it.
It's really good. J. Saturn, which I think I already have.
I have Saturn for sure. It's a good color though.
I really like it. Hard Candy. This is the one that is in
that's the one
pineapple.
Yeah, that's this one.
And then Teal of Fortune. And then Megan told you the names of all of these. Beautiful flosses. That's the floss I bought this week.
That's really good. You did very
That's
well.
the one for my mermaid tail. Well, I just don't.
I have a lot of Roxy's, but I do go through, and I like the more solid colored ones lately because I'll use those when I'm kitting up something that's like called for DMC, and I'll just kind of go through.
Yeah.
And anything where I'm like, ooh, maybe I want this instead. So, and I do like grabbing when they have like new things, but they have a lot of colors that are very similar lately, which is fine because then if you don't have the exact one, you have like an option usually.
Yeah. Megan showed you her Shiva Designs purchase, or did you have more Shiva Designs?
No, I think I showed them all.
You used all your ones. So I told myself
I have one more, but yeah, it's okay.
that I wasn't allowed to buy any big sheep portfolios, but I did have one little purchase, and so you might have noticed that it matches Megan's. Mine didn't come with that thread bed thing though. It's got these beautiful mushrooms inside, which I love. A rainbow of mushrooms. So I got a little mini portfolio, and then I got 2 thread beds that I just paid for. They were not part of sets. This one with these beautiful moths, and then this Alice in Wonderland teacups one, which I loved a lot. So I did tell my table mates that I wasn't allowed to buy deluxe thread beds. And they didn't stop me.
Wow, so it's all their fault.
It is. I got some needle minders from the Far Out Handmade. This ghost, and it says it has pockets. And it's got little pockets. And I got a cock, which is a word for male chicken.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Where did your mind go? I got 3 patterns this weekend. I got Assorted Sorts from Ink Circles. And I got 2 Tiny Modernist ones. I got Twilight Moon, which I swear I bought last year but I did not have it in my house anywhere. So now I have it. And I got Harvest Moon, which I'm unclear if I may or may not already have digitally. I don't care. It was cute. I love it. And I love Cheryl. So I bought this moon. Plus, what is that?
I got some little bits from the other tables out there. I got this Carl Capybara cross stitch kit, and I chatted with
From Canadian Stitchery.
Anyway, we were talking about capybaras, and she told me a story about when the capybaras in Hyde Park escaped, and what happened. And this was a long time ago because I think she said that one of her daughter was like young, and they were like watching it on TV or something like that. This capybara was like wandering around town, and I was like, okay, well in honor of that, I need to get this capybara. He's all tangled up in Christmas lights.
He's cute.
He's really cute. I have a million of these kits and I haven't started any yet.
You did the one polar bear.
I did the polar bear. The Northern
Lights.
The Northern Lights bear, which I bought at the first seminar I ever went to in 2020. Which I didn't actually go to the seminar, I just went to the market night. And then I got this from Colleen. So this is her, it's like a little kit, and it comes with the hardware. And she pulled out, so I grabbed one off the table, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And then she was like, oh, but is that the color that you want? And I was like, what other colors are there? And so she pulled out a million other colors, and I got to go through them, and I picked out the one that had a purple one, and then the two white ones.
Nice.
And then yeah, it makes a little long wheel or a scissor fob.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I also bought from Deb's table. I bought this piece of fabric. There was only two. And she said that they were very popular in the store when they had them on display. And I was like, yeah, because dragons are having a moment. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but that doesn't matter. I got this piece. So I bought some finishing stuff for my, the finish that I gave to Trina, but I kept this one for myself.
I did not see that one. I did not go through the finishing trims very
pastel.
much because I have so much trim.
Yeah, I bought one thing and then I gave her, there was like 4 pieces in it, so she got 3 and I just kept this one. And I got the bag and I gave her there too. And I also got, from the other little table, I got these little tins.
Well, this is from the Faro.
So this is, that's a little gummy bear. And then this one just has like some purple flowers. Because I'm really loving putting a little tin in my project bags and being able to like put a needle binder, my scissors will stay in there or stay on there or whatever, and then I can put needles in there, and then I can put my orts in there, and it's just like handy. And then this, same thing, it's like technically a needle tin, but I will probably use it as an ort, a travel ort container. But yeah, I like that. And then I got some little floss rings also from Deb.
Should I show what I got from Deb?
Yes.
I got a couple needle stoppers, which I could use for crochet or for my needles. I got this little ghosty in a pumpkin reading a book. That's me.
Yes.
And I got this little chubby dinosaur holding his tummy. Also me. He's so cute. This table was dangerous. I only went back twice.
Yeah. I went once for me and then once here.
So she had these little stands where she's got, it's just wood and pins, and she had different sizes and shapes. And you put pins in there and then you pin a pillow on top so that it just holds your pillow finish. 2 of those. I got to test it first before I invest heavily, because what if the cat's not? So we'll see. Then she had all these little containers full of tiny things. So I got some buttons. Some even tinier buttons. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but they're pretty small. And then I got 3 colors of tiny buttons. I can't hold them all of them. I got yellows, different sizes and shapes. Blue purples, different sizes and shapes. And pinks, different sizes and shapes. And then I've got this ghost who's trapped in a container. I don't know if you're gonna, oh, there's his face. Look at him, he's terrified. That's what that ghost is doing. And then she had, and like I gotta finish things that are small enough to fit on these, got a bunch of different sizes of hangers for doing little tiny finishes on. So I got 3 different sizes. And then she also had spools in all sorts of different sizes. So I got a few different sizes of those too.
I had another bag I forgot about. So I got this lobster tape measure. This was the first thing that caught my eye and pulled me over to the table, and I was like, I need it. I want it. I need it. And then I got these buttons. Well, they're not really buttons. Well, they are buttons. But yeah, so it's a...
Those are buttons.
Yeah. I was just looking at the jack-o'-lantern face.
I'm not sure that I'd try to like close a garment with those buttons.
Yeah,
but they're buttons.
you'd still
They're
want
decorative
it.
buttons.
Yeah. So it's like kind of fall. And then these tiny little acorn buttons. You can't really see.
Yeah, babies.
Yeah. There's so many little bits and bobs. But yeah, that was everything I got from her.
But she just had so much stuff. You could have spent a whole day of the retreat just rifling through, and then you turn around and there's different stuff, new stuff, more stuff. And she says she just puts on shows and she just lays on all her stuff and she fills all those tiny little jars and off to the races. Did you buy anything from Canada that you can still make that?
No.
Okay. I got 2 things. First, because my angel lives on scroll rods now, other than currently because I took her off to bring her, I got this scroll rod holder, which the people were talking when I was waiting to buy it about how many you can fit in there. And people fit like 4 to 5 projects. And by people, I mean Carrie. Sure. 4 to 5 in one of these.
Wow, that's neat.
My angel will live in there. And if I ever get around to putting my chatelaine on scroll rods, it can live in there too. And that will probably be the extent of the things housed in there. But it's beautiful. And then I got this fudge tote, mostly because I could not with that fabric. It is a fox/cat/sleeky minky boy, and it is beautiful. It's just white lined. Fudge tote. Beautiful. I had to. I got Gamma's Treasures project tote. It's full of things for somebody else right now. We don't need to go through that. It came with a thread bed, which I didn't even realize until I think I went to put something else in that pocket. And it's got a zipper pocket here, and then a non-zipper pocket, and then inside it's got like a divider pocket with a zipper pocket. So lots of places to hide things.
Yeah, they're really good bags.
It's fabric. It's beautiful. The colors are great. You can just fill her up and take her with you.
I got this from Gamma's Treasures. This Halloween thing.
This comes with it. You don't have to buy it extra. That's not a slight at Melissa either. It just is how she does.
And while we're on the subject, this is my Thurza. It's living in this
I want the record to stand that I brought my dark purple fabric from home with me for my Thurza, and then everybody else bought the Seance from Roxy Floss to do their Thurzas on. First,
I thought
everybody else second.
I thought I was starting a trend, and then when I went to go buy it, they were like, "Oh, you're the third person to buy this to do this."
Brought mine from home.
So
To be fair,
so this is 18
Julie
counts.
did go on for ages about how much she thought people should do it on purple. So
Yeah, she definitely.
18 count
Seance.
from Roxy Floss. And the whole floss pack.
Yeah.
Yes. I bought those flosses.
And then this
at
is
the
my
shop.
Deanna cat with books.
Nice.
That thing, or bag charm. Lives on there.
Well
now.
suited to that bag.
It is, and it's suited to.
I got 2 grime guards from Anne's Crafts. I got just an 8x8, and it's these cute little delicate mushrooms. I thought for a second there maybe they had bases on them, but I don't think they do. And then I got this other one that's, I'm not sure, some sort of swirly, but a number 2 nerd hoop. And then I wanted door prize, everybody. Also from Anne's Crafts. So I got another grime guard. This one's for a number 4 nerd hoop, which is the big one. Which I bet this could go on an 11 by 11 key snap too, depending on my mood. What I'm stitching on. And this diagonal zipper pouch, which is fun because then it can sit on your table and sort of be open like that and hold your things. In this Alice in Wonderland-esque rose fabric. Very pretty. Her stuff is well made. I got grime guards from her 2 years ago too. I think. I swear. I got at least one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There was some illicit after hours post Stitch North. So we spent all the money we could from the actual Stitch North people from Larny Blarney. But it sounds like she is going out of the bag making business. And so she was selling things at a discount. And so both of us got these project wallet type things. And it's a
thread bed with a pouch.
Yeah, but it's got like a vinyl and a secret back.
Yeah. Another spot behind. And a zipper.
Yeah.
Love a zipper. It's so secure.
Nice.
And it's really
little
nice.
pouch.
We both picked fall themed ones, obviously. We were not together.
And then she had these nice bags. And this one has stormtroopers on it. So I had to get the Star Wars mouse.
It's very cute.
It's very cute. He's even got a little tail. Just a little zipper. Zipper pouch. The whole thing. It's got a little clip on it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll use it for non-cross-stitch related things. We'll see. These things happen in my life. Rolanda fabrics?
Yeah. I have all my fabrics in my... I did a pre-order from Kaylee, so I didn't actually buy anything from her at the retreat.
Do you have all of yours from everybody mixed up?
Or
are these all Rolanda?
I only bought from the other ones that I bought. I've started things on.
Okay.
These are all Rolandas. That's Kaylee. Okay. So this was the one that I chose as my prize. This is 32 count Lugana Margarita, which you'll remember because everyone started Freak for the Beat on it last year. But I was holding out for Lugana because she was only doing it in linen at first. And then I also got this sparkly pink one. This is also 32 count. Yeah. Opal Lugana 32 count.
It's called 80s Pink. And it's very 80s, very pink.
I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna put on this like Barbie's dream house. And then I was like, I don't really have that many house patterns. And then I was like, well, what if I put like a haunted house on there?
Oh, that would be good.
A Barbie's haunted dream house. This one I bought as a maybe for Thurza. set? No, I think I just bought it. I don't know. I probably already have
Aubergine.
this. Aubergine, yeah. This is also a 32 count Lugana. And yeah, I was going hard on the 32 count this time. I bought a lot of Ada from her last time I saw her. I just wanted this. I didn't have any plans for it. And then this one is an 18 count Ada. And it's just beautiful. No
Does that one
plans,
have a
just
name?
vibes.
No name. I really like the
Maybe the cover is flowery.
Yeah.
I really like, because it had like these light pockets of like almost like teal. Because I know I have a very similar one to this from her, but it's like just blue and purple. And then I got this because I was like, oh, I need more just like nice neutrals. Because I just started projects on like all the neutrals I had. So, and this is I think an 18 count.
It is, and it's called Blue Stone.
Blue Stone. I do have one more, but it's in a project bag with floss because it's part of a project now. So I'll show that when I show that.
So I bought 2 pieces of fabric from Rwanda. I got 40 count Verdal in the color Dragon's Breath. Pretty. Nice. Good. And then you know, these are so much easier at home when I just throw everything on the table and then clean up later. I mean,
She's kind of doing that.
it's way worse. I got 46 count linen in the color Dragon's Breath.
Totally different.
And like,
totally different thing.
yeah, you don't get the orange in this at all, and then it's this lighter pink.
Yeah.
But the orange and the so good. So
It looks really good.
0 plans. I just bought those with my heart. I love them. And then I didn't buy this, but I was looking at it, and then I have it now. This is beetroot 40 count linen from Rwanda. Helen bought it and has the other half because I gave her half. I gave her half of my Thurza, the purple for my Thurza. She was on a mission to kit up things with a certain set of floss for closely kept, both existing and future closely kept. And then I also gave her half of, so this is the one and only piece of Roxy linen that I bought, which is Gordon Lightfoot. And I got that in a 40 count as well. This is oranger, if you can believe it, than is showing on the screen. It's coming out much more yellow than it is in real life.
Yeah.
It's called Gordon Lightfoot. If you know, you know. I had to. No plans. Just vibes. I'm down, I believe, to just things from Kaylee. Other than
I have Kaylee and I have one more project bag from Roxy, and that's got my other fabric in it.
okay.
So I bought this bag from Roxy, and I don't usually buy the A bags because they're kind of crazy. And I also I prefer the vinyl front ones because I like being able to see what's in them. But it just matches this project so well that I just kind of had to. So I bought this. First came the fabric. So this is 32 count beetroot Lugana. So it's a little lighter than the linen. I bought this this is going to be the Quick Quaker salve from Jacob at Mountain Brook and Brady. So that was a planned thing that I wanted to kit up. So I bought this specifically for that, and then I also bought the pattern. I just bought the PDF. But yeah, so that's what this is going to be. And then when I went back over to the booth to get the floss, I saw this bag and I was like, well, it matches the project, so I have to get it. So that's the story of this project. But I haven't started that yet. I might start that this week. We'll see. Got time. But yeah, so that's my last little Roxy purchase and Rolanda purchase. And then I have Kaylee stuff. That's it. Should I just do mine?
Go for it.
Okay. So I ordered the ornament kit that comes with the pillow forms that she does.
Kaylee of Kaylee Tenset and the Sewing Shop, just for the record. Yeah.
Anyway, and so it comes with a bunch of ornament cut fabric and then a bunch of little pillow forms. So you just make the pillow or you make the outside of the pillow, and then she does the hard work of stuffing it, so you don't have to do that part. And then so that I would have something to put my stuff in, I also ordered this bag, which is this Halloween sparkly, purpley bag, and I love it so much. And then I also ordered the Gravity box, which comes with a bunch of goodies.
Her boxes are amazing.
So it came with 3 pieces of fabric. So this is watercolor falls, which I already have in 2 other counts. This is 16 though. I don't have it in 16. I have it in 18 and 20. And this one is a new one. So this one is called Condensation. It's very cool. Very light. So these were all dyed with like a gravity way of dyeing fabric. This one is new too. This one is called Citrus, which is very cool. I like that too. I like the speckly ones. And then it also comes with a kit. So the kit is this Moon Meadows. And then to put your Moon Meadows on, you get, there's needles in there. This amazing piece of beautiful fabric. And then all the floss and everything is in there as well. So it's all kit.
The artwork is a painting by Josie Wren. W-R-E-N.
So I've been eyeing this box for like a really long time, and then I decided that I was going to do a big order from her, and I was like, it's time. It also comes with a needle minder and some floss drops. And this was inside the box, which I left because I didn't want to bring the whole box with me. It says, this box is for Megan. And it says all the things that are in it. And then I got some just random sulky threads, which I might end up using this week because one of our classes told us to bring just like regular sewing thread. And it comes with a little bag charm, which I think is an apple.
It is, which is funny because Newton's law of gravity.
Oh,
With the
that's
apple.
why. That makes sense.
I can't
And
flip
this-
it, but it's an apple.
I have a little astronaut needle threader.
Oh, that's so stinking cute.
Isn't that cute? And then there was also a pen, which I've actually already been using. And then this pin, which is also new.
Oh.
Which I now understand. At the time I was like, okay, some guy. Thank you.
No problem.
For explaining that to
I
me.
know gravity facts.
She sure does. So that's the gravity box, and then I did another order.
Did you show the bag?
Oh, no, no.
It comes with a bag, too.
Yeah.
Space is having a moment.
It is.
Megan ordered this bag before it was cool.
We love space. And then I did another order because I realized that I needed like 5 more DMC colors for one of the classes that I'm doing this week. And then since I couldn't just order 5 DMCs and nothing else, so I ordered this bag, which is gonna be for my Beneath the Waves projects. Are gonna live in there.
Good choice.
And then I think I ordered this. It came with the bags. Is this? I'm sure this has a name, but it doesn't have a tag.
Tequila Sunrise?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I ordered this as well. But it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have a tag.
Sometimes they fall off.
Man.
I did
That's
not do any pre-orders with Kaylee. And yet, somehow, here we are. I got an ornament bundle. No pillows with mine. Just the fabrics. Lots of good colors. I got a 30 count even weave of Emerald Forest, which Megan and I decided she should take half of this home.
Yes.
It's a big piece of fabric. I have 0 formalized plans for it, so having half less isn't a problem. I don't know if you've gotten the memo yet, world, but Kaylee's dyeing Burdell now, and I got Violet Beauregard. It's beautiful.
It is
Beautiful.
And it's so different from my Violet Beauregard.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's why you end up with multiples of the same fabric.
Right. And then also this 30 count even weave in Calypso, which is much less teal on this even weave than any of the other fabrics that I have it on. And I debated if I needed another Calypso, and then my mind said it's similar, but it's not the same. And I got the Calypso. And then I needed another project bag.
Yeah.
Like I needed, I don't know, nothing. I don't need it.
Like you needed another project bag.
But she attacked me. Look at the fellowship. Look at this. It's so good. And like this green matches it so perfectly. So I got that. That's it. That's all the things I bought.
And that's all the things I bought.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that much.
I also came home with this. Mary's new sampler, her sampler for Grace. Because our friend Michelle Schmidt Crafter won Nuri's Black Friday pattern bundle, National Needlework Market pattern bundle giveaway. And I have the rest of the bundle to send to Michelle, along with some other things, which I'm not showing here because they're hers to show. But Michelle was like, you can have it if you want it. And I said, do I ever?
That seems like a good trade.
Yeah. Because I love it. It's beautiful.
It is really
I'm conflicted about whether or not I feel like I want to stitch an American flag. But I also feel like Grace's story is important. And so even though I'm not necessarily drawn to Americana stitching, like this is just so freaking beautiful. Like Nuri did an amazing job. And it's only 17,590 stitches.
easy.
That's not a big deal.
Easy to whip out.
Yeah. Okay. Are we gonna film again before we leave? Maybe we could do a little quick touch base.
We could show just like our.
We could do it after the first 2 days for the first class, and then we could do it after the Friday class, and then we could do it like Saturday night, even though we'll only have 1 day.
Yeah, just to like
class.
check
Just to
in.
be like, here's our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best. So you'll see some more spurts of us before this Flosstube is done.
It's gonna be long. It's
But
already
we
2 hours
probably
long.
won't say goodbye, so maybe we should say goodbye,
Okay.
and then we can like
See you.
put the spurts in before.
See you soon.
Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to our supplemental
one.
post first class and market night catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is day 3, I guess, or something.
Well, day 2 of us actually doing
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
There was an opening reception on Tuesday.
So we had our first 2-day class over the
Mhm.
last 2 days. And then also tonight was the market night where they have vendors come from all over, well, local-ish, to sell their beautiful wares. And
We helped them do that.
we didn't want them to go home with too much stuff.
Yeah. It's a kindness.
So, I'd like to share your
Okay.
finished.
So we did
Project?
different classes for
Yeah.
our first class. You spoiled it.
Sorry.
So I took a class called Sam the Seahorse. It is canvas work with Bargello and other canvas worky stitches. And I finished my Sam the Seahorse. Hold it. This way.
Yeah, there we go.
There. So it's an 18 count mono canvas for the fabric. And then it's Bargello in the ocean. Oh, I should have looked at it. It starts with a G. Gobelin stitches for the head and the tail, and then a modified spider stitch for the body. And then added some ribbons and doodads, shells, beads, etc. to the bottom to adorn it. And he's done.
What's the fin? Is that just like straight stitching?
It's straight stitching with Krynick, yeah. I didn't feel that was worth
No, I just
commenting on, but thank you.
sure.
Thank you for
I just wasn't
asking.
sure.
So he's done. I was told by my teacher at the end of day 1 that I could skip the morning. And I promised not to work on it overnight so I wouldn't run out of things to do in the class.
Doesn't it look good?
He's so good. There's enough supplies left to do a second project of a similar size. So I'm scheming about if I can make Sam the Seahorse some friends. So stay tuned.
You definitely should.
Maybe for a long time. And then he's designed to sit in a 4x6 frame. I put a border around it, which is not part of the intended pattern because she had a sample one that sits in a 5x7. And so it had a border and then just some other stitching around the sides. And she encouraged me to add a border so I'd have something to do. Fair enough. I really like the orange border. I don't know if I will add more. I will see what I decide to do. If I make him a friend or what. I wouldn't necessarily put him in a standard frame like that either, so
Yeah.
doesn't really matter what size he is, but he's beautiful and he's done. He is not an addition to my whip pile. And now that I have shown him to you, I will take him off the frame so I can take the frame apart so it's easier to transport home again. Yeah, that was fun. She also made us origami ort boxes. She's got my little orts in it. And she made us a bead mat with the felted bead mat stuff. It's got a magnet in it. So theoretically it could stick to my lottery stand, but it needs a second magnet to help it stick better. But it's just got clips so it lays flat as well. And then yeah, it's with Caron watercolors. 3-stranded cotton, however thick it is. So there's 4 different colors in there. So there's 2 colors in the water. You just sort of pick a spot at which you transition to the second color. And yeah, beads and shells and other bits.
Is it all
On
the
there?
same type of thread?
It's all Caron, other than the Krynick.
But the thickness is the same?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The blue just looks thicker for some reason. Crazy.
I don't know.
Looks
I love him. He's my new friend.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been learning, Megan?
So I took a class called Ode to the Palette by Natalie Dupuy, and so this is kind of like what we're gonna make, basically. So it's gold work, and you couch it down with like your chosen DMC colors. So you choose a painting, and then you choose colors based on that painting, and then you kind of decide how much of each color you want to put in your project based on how much of that color family is in your painting. So we talked a lot, like the whole first day was basically just like talking about color theory and like color values and like how different colors work together and why they work together and how you can tone up a color or brighten up something based on what other colors you add with it. So that was really cool. She comes from a watercolor background, so that was kind of her first thing. And then she sort of got into embroidery, but still with very much like a painter's like eye and sensibility. So she's a really interesting person. She also manages the EAC library, so she was like promoting like books that we could get. She's like, we have this at the EAC library, and I was like, I will check that out because I actually have never gone and checked out what books they have. Which is like, she's based in Montreal and she just like ships your books to you and then you ship them back. But yeah, so I did my entire, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this because I can't really turn it unless I hold my, maybe I can take it off and just hold my bobbins. Okay. So because of the way that you work on the project, you need it to be like kind of flat. So you have your two bobbins there of your gold, and then all of your other threads, you kind of just pull them out from your circle. Can't really see. So I did go around my circle twice. I'm now working on my third trip around the circle, and I still have 2 more colors to add on like 2 threads. So basically, you take your 2 strands of gold that are on 2 different bobbins, and then you go around and each, like every 3 millimeters or so, you're couching it down with 1 strand of your chosen DMC. And so I have little lines drawn on mine to show me like what each section, because they're all different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
And it will end up looking something like this, but in thread and gold.
And not solid.
Yeah. So it was a really good class. I feel like I learned so much. Gold work is not impossible. It's actually, I mean, this version of it where you're just couching it down is pretty dang easy. We learned a lot about working with metal threads and why there's like so many different kinds and what that means and how they work and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just a really neat, really good class. I liked it. I am not finished my project. I will have to pack this up and take it home in my suitcase.
Good luck with that, Megan.
Well, so basically she suggested that you essentially sew your bobbins to your thing just very loosely with regular thread, and then you cover the entire thing in tissue paper and pin it down so that it will be protected from the elements.
That's faster than one of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps a new carry-on.
Well, yes, but also perhaps one of my mini tote bags.
Yes.
And put it in, and then not just like loose in my suitcase.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna. She said the real way to do it would be to actually finish off your threads and then pack it away. I'm obviously not going to be able to do that. So I will take the needles off and then keep the magnets on and keep them sort of just like pulled out of the way so that they don't get like all tangled up, because that would be a freaking nightmare to deal with when I get home. Just like tangled DMC that's like already half stitched in.
Also, like, or like here where you've got 2 colors pulled in this way, poke one through the fabric so they're on 2 different sides of the fabric, but then you could just pull it out again maybe to help keep it less tangly, right? Have the threads on either side. cool.
I'm excited to keep working on it.
Okay. Have you stitched on anything else since we last filmed?
Like a couple letters on my thing. That's, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not that exciting.
I had to finish.
I'll show that one when I've moved on from just the letters.
Megan did a lot of homework last night,
Yeah,
and as I already said, I was not allowed to do any of my project work at home, so
Yeah.
instead,
So she had to finish this.
I have finished my C-spell. So I put the netting on with the beads this evening while we waited to go shopping, and I added some of these big chunky star beads, which weren't in the pattern, but Michelle put them in the kits, and I love them, so I put them on there. She's going to need a good iron, but there's no point in ironing her before I get home. Plus, it will be finicky with the beads, and I'd rather do that with an iron I know versus a hotel iron.
Gotcha.
You never know when an iron might spurt something out unexpectedly, for example. I love her. The blue for the tail was perfect. A++ decision making.
Yeah.
Because, right, there was just like a move when I showed this before, right?
Pretty sure definitely no blue.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think so.
Because I worked on it, I went and saw my parents, so I took like 3 trains for almost 2 hours. So I worked on it on that, and I got the moon done, and the tail started.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure is what happened. I honestly don't remember, but a lot of stitching. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Oh, that's perfect.
I love her.
So blingy.
Would recommend. And then, a little bit of Jessie fabric to do something else with.
Put several quirky quakers on that.
At least 2, if not 3. It is 16 count, so
Okay, yeah.
maybe just 2.
Beautiful.
So I'll have to figure out something else to work on.
Oh no. Well, we're starting a whole new class tomorrow, so.
Oh, but I'll finish it.
Projects.
I don't actually.
We better.
know.
Well, it's only
I
a one-day
don't know.
class tomorrow, so we better finish.
Apparently, it's very uncommon
to finish it.
to
one
finish
day.
a project
Oh,
that you start
at
at
all?
seminar. Yes.
Oh, even
Yes.
something like that. That is designed.
Yes, I am the only person in my class
Well, yeah.
who finished the project. She did make a point of telling everybody at the end of our second day today that I was also the only person who was able to consistently two-handed stitch the whole time because I had the right equipment,
Mm-hmm.
which was on the project list. And yet, Megan and I have learned that not everybody reads the project list.
No, I don't. Or not in its entirety anyway.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. They just impact their own experience and that of everybody around them when they come unprepared.
True that.
That was kind of sassy. I'm tired. My filter's not on. It's my inside voice. We've done some shopping. Are you surprised?
I don't have my stuff that I bought before, but it wasn't really that exciting.
It's fine. You can show them on Saturday. So they've got Stitcher's Boutique set up with a few different shops in it, and then they have market night, which we did tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So at Stitcher's Boutique, I have bought a few things, so I'll just share those. This Mill Hill kit, which I thought was maybe not new, but it is. It's 2026, so it's a sardine tin. They're, late to the trend, but I imagine it takes a while to get these things out the door. But even though maybe sardines have had their moment, I still really like fish.
A lot of people got
tins,
that little sardine needle minder from.
Oh yeah, I saw it at Stitcher North.
Which it really reminds me of that.
I got this really pretty scissor point. You can't see very well, but it's got tiny little birds and little floral pieces on it. So, and then I got a seagull charm, which again you won't be able to see very well. But this, I'm hoping will go on my embroidery that we're doing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that was bought. There was a lovely woman named Betty, Silkworm Studio is her business name, who had some beautiful project bags. And, you know, I told myself I didn't need any more. And then I saw the project bags. Aren't they
I got
pretty?
one this size,
This
but
size,
it's
not this size.
bedroom.
This beautiful kelp then has a coral inside. Also, like, it's coral colored and has coral and seashells on it. So, coral.
Very nice.
This would also make a really good iPad cover too, so I could use it for more than one thing potentially. And then I just love the colors on this batik one. It's got a rainbow zipper, and then it had more batik on the inside, which is hard to see. But yeah. So about those, and then I had it on my list for our embroidery class, just to get a few more embroidery color options from the floss that I brought. So I got these 2 sets of Treeway silks, and they're both like different colorways, as well as all 4 of the colors on here are different kinds of floss. So they're different thicknesses and texture and mix of cotton and silk. I also just, it's the Gulf Island series, and so these are also places I've been, but they're cold. So then they also just make me a little homesick for the ocean. So I got Captain's Passage, which are these more green toned ones, and Savory Island, which mix of colors. I got 2 bags of silk ribbons, greens and blues. She also had, and I might go back and buy one, bigger bags of an assortment of colors, just because I learned how fun it is to put silk ribbon on things. Fun and easy. So maybe I should have more silk ribbon. And one more Treeway silk, just this yellow golden aspen. For the sun for my project.
Right.
Does not have a yellow. So those are the things I bought from the Stitcher's Boutique. What'd you buy tonight?
I also bought some silk ribbons. So I first stopped at the Sanjo silk table, and I got some little fabrics that may go on my project tomorrow, because I was looking for a nice green to do kind of like a forest tree line type situation, and I didn't have anything in my own personal stash. So this one has a nice green and a nice blue, and then kind of this like army green, and I might use the blue on my piece as well, so like a water situation. And then I got this ribbon, which is very beautiful, very multicolored. And then I also got this little mini skein of nice silk. And then I also got some Treeways. So I got the Montano series, St. Thomas and La Vita. So these are each 10 yards, and it has a fine cord, a 6-strand floss, and an 8 of 2 pearl yarn. 8 over 2. What was that?
Oh, I think it's 2-stranded size 8, maybe.
Oh, there we go. So that's these. So this is kind of a more like fun. I don't know. There's like a green, an orange, a pink in there, and then this is like basically peacock. Very nice. And then I got this back at the Stitcher's Boutique as well. Some more ribbons, which I might also use in my project. It's a double-sided ribbon. Pretty special. And then I got some of these. So this is pearl. This is number 8 pearl. I got these 2 colors. And then this one is MC stands for mercurized cotton. Cool. We saw a sign earlier that said MC Con, and I was like, what does that mean? It means this. So that's what this is. But I just like the rainbow color. I'm a sucker for a rainbow. And then I also got some buttons. So these are what they call mud buttons, and they are basically made out of like clay. So I got some nice seashells and some flowers and some too. I saw you buying buttons from them. We did not shop together. We split up almost immediately, and then would like randomly run into each other and then go a totally different way again.
Probably for the best, so we didn't influence each other.
And I even like tried to find her at one point to get her to tell me what kind of earrings I should buy.
It's got a beetle.
She's gone. Yeah, I liked the bug ones.
I got a shell. You got some shells. I got a big shell and I got a little shell.
I got a medium shell and a regular shell.
And I got some birds. And I got a bigger bird. And then I got a free one that I thought might be fun on my embroidery tomorrow, potentially.
Oh, yeah. Just a little. Wait, you got lots of those birds. The birds are good.
I really liked the birds.
Was that the, like, oh, that was your free one?
That was my free
Yeah.
one. I got 2 different sizes of shell.
Yeah. And dark for as well.
And I resisted buying earrings from them, but it was hard.
I bought earrings from, I just have my earrings. So these are from a lady called Crafts by Dow, and she hand embroiders these tiny little designs and then turns them into earrings, and they're freaking amazing. And I had a really hard time narrowing it down to just one.
I bought a
pair
pair,
that I
and
wanted.
Megan hasn't seen mine yet because I bought them before
I
she
saw-
went to the thing. She saw me there.
I saw the necklace
Oh, yeah.
that is similar, so I can imagine in my brain what they look like. Yeah, they're pretty freaking good.
They're so good.
Yeah.
And that's embroidery.
That's just regular embroidery. If you go to her Instagram, you can see her making them. She
Yeah.
told me, she was like, because when I bought these, she goes, "Oh, I just made those last night. You should go look at my Instagram. You can see me making them." And I was like,
Just last night,
I will go do that.
the whole pair.
Yeah.
She has so many beautiful stuff. It was hard to pick just one.
Yeah, there's bigger ones that are like a full coverage, like landscape piece. I definitely debated getting those as well. And then I just have one more thing in my bag. I bought a very expensive handbag, but it's beautiful.
I didn't buy one. I wanted to, but I didn't.
So it's cork? Is it
Yes.
cork? Yeah, cork. And so it has this nice picture. She saw me eyeing them. There was a few different purple ones. One had like a kind of like a rainbow zipper that I really liked, but the picture was not this like watercolor that I was also really drawn to. And then so I was like, no. And then, but I also really like this style of hardware, so I got this one. And then she pulled out this print instead of like one that had like many other flowers on it, and I was like, oh yeah, I really like the like more statement flower. And it's so soft and so beautiful, and it has like a really deep front pocket, which I love. Like,
Yeah, use that space. Don't cut it off.
exactly. So I haven't bought a new purse in a while.
Does it come with a strap? Or
Yeah.
Is it...
Yeah, there's a strap inside, adjustable strap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And we both got, we're doing fundraisers for the next year's seminar. They got puffin cards. There was also a puffin kit, but we were not at the start of the line, and so the puffin kit sold out.
Yeah.
But they will sell it online. It's not to make a puffin like this, although they should do a kit to make a puffin like this. It's just a little embroidery piece.
Mm-hmm.
I buy a kit to make these puffins.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, I feel like it's something their guild did.
Yeah.
With all, like, how many there
And
are.
they're all like a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I bought also from the same person I did my class with today, Diane Mugford. She had done a beaded top box for group submission for the group embroidery project thing. And then she had mentioned in class that she had kits for sale. So I bought a kit. So it comes with all the things you need, including a beautiful painted paper mache box that's like
Oh.
embossed, all the beads and things.
So you don't have to make the
To
box.
make
You
it,
just make
yeah.
the top.
And it's got a piece of felt, so you're
That's
beading
great.
onto felt, which is something I've done a lot of with my life. And then she says right on here, the project is an intuitive approach to bead embroidery and really has no rules. Guidelines are offered and methods for etching will be provided. But essentially, you put the beads where your heart tells you to put the beads, and you make sure they're tacked down. So I'll have fun doing that. Don't ask me when.
So since the felt is already cut, do you have to like put that on something in order to be able to work?
I
with it?
mean, it's hard felt. You should be able to do it in hand.
Oh,
Every
okay.
other time I've beaten
That-
on felt,
okay.
you just
I
hold it.
assumed it was
Yeah.
floppy kind.
And then so then you just attach it to the top and the
Mhm.
boxes.
That was so fun.
Yeah. And like that's a beautiful blue.
Mm-hmm.
So and
You got some more things.
I got some floss. Some from the same place that Megan got the workinized cotton.
Mm-hmm.
So I just picked colors with my heart. These aren't for anything specific.
Oh, we got the same one, but different.
This one is I'm not even sure. Silk something or other.
Mm-hmm.
Silk, textured silk. And I got medium pearl. I don't know, 5-ish. And this one actually says pearl 5.
Mm-hmm.
But they're different bases, right?
Oh,
but
okay. So that one.
let's say that's 5-ish. It's just the weave isn't as tight.
I was gonna say it's just like a little more.
Or the
fluffy.
twist, yeah. And then from another place called Bad Rabbit Fiber Arts, which is in New Westminster, which I took their little thing because the next time I come to town, I'll go visit them. They had a lot of kits and a lot of things from the UK.
Mm.
But I wonder what else maybe they have because like they're a whole store and then there's clearly just a little.
I did not see this store.
It had the like little like stuffed animal embroideries. They had a ton of caterpillar cross stitch needle minders. They had other.
I think I missed an entire section.
No, it was just down the row from where you bought your bag.
It
was just a couple tables over, so,
I just
yeah.
skipped over it then.
I got
Those are cute though.
these. They call it embroidery yarn, but I mean,
Yeah.
But this
Cool.
one's called IC Seashells, and this one's called Rainy Day. These I'm gonna bring in case I want to use them in my project tomorrow. But they're really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
They had a ton, but I only bought 2 because I was behaving.
Yes. Good job.
And I bought a little wristlet that says, "Where's my effing copy?"
She does say that to me every morning.
Doesn't just appear from nowhere. And finally, I got a door prize, I guess. Daily drop prize.
yeah.
I don't know. I left my room. My name was on a board. I said, "What's this about?" And they said, "Oh, is your name on the board? You get to pick a prize from this box." And there's a mix of things. There were some like Stony Creek cross stitch magazines. There was some like notepads, bag type thing, whatever. But there were a few pieces of canvas work in there. And I picked this. It's a collapsible orc box, but it's got beautiful stitching all the way around, including on the bottom. And the like gap lift in the stitching allows it to fold really nice to be collapsible. So I like having these
Yeah, you just throw them
in bags and
project
things
bag,
so that there's something, especially something where I know I'm going to take it traveling, to have a little orc container.
Yeah, really nice.
didn't show our bag.
Oh, right.
We got this for seminar as a whole. Our bags are full of stuff because
I have all my
in the
class
middle of
things.
things.
So they iron transferred on all of the classes.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, there's Megan's seahorse.
Yeah, there's Sam.
This is the one that I did yesterday.
This is the one we're doing Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And we're doing
this one
tomorrow.
But
And they made us all a luggage tag, like it's an embroidered luggage tag, and gave us a slip of paper to put in there with our name on them because everybody's going to have the same bag all week.
it's very smart.
You can
Oh,
hear
and
my
they
luggage
also
tag.
gave us name tags.
Mm.
Handy.
Yeah.
Those are for it. Because we're first timers, we got these nice, beautiful stitched name tags that Diana's
And they've got 3 pockets. So they've got the sleeve for your tag, and then 2 general pockets, and then 1 enclosed pocket. Mine has a snap. Megan's has a zipper. I saw other people's zippers. I think you just.
Oh, they're just random.
Yeah. I thought maybe she got one because Megan had to go to a special check-in booth.
I didn't even know, and then
She's with the board.
the poor lady who I walked up to and told my name to, and she was like, "You're not here," and I was like, "Yeah, I am." And so she brought me over to like the organizer table, and they were like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Megan Leigel." And then they were like, "Oh, you have to check in at Seminar Central because you're special or whatever." And I was like, "Well,
she was special
no
and
one
she
told
didn't even
me."
know it.
So yeah, I did kind of have a moment where I was like, "I paid, right? Like I got my letters from my instructors. I'm pretty sure I'm registered."
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but yeah, it was all fine. But yeah, I didn't realize how special I was.
That's it for now.
That's day 2 wrap up.
So yeah,
see you
we'll
again.
film again Saturday night.
Yeah.
So you'll see our Friday one-day project and the start of our Saturday, Sunday projects. But that will allow us to get this wrapped up while we still have our goose friend.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll hopefully post this before we leave on Sunday. Yeah. All right. See you soon.
Bye. Bye.
Welcome to part 3 of our seminar retreat recap.
Cut off the goose's head.
Oh
So
no.
We're filming for the second time tonight.
It didn't record.
So we might not be as enthusiastic because it's late, we're tired, our brains are sore. But we've been stitching.
We did one class yesterday, which was this applique class with Emma Broughton.
She goes by Fairy Wren Bird Embroidery on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And she came all the way from the UK to teach us.
Mm-hmm.
So this is mine. So I was gonna do kind of like more of a seascape, but then I found this like planet fabric and I decided to make it into a moon, and everything sort of just aligned from there. And then I also had this lighthouse that I got at the quilt show in Halifax many moons ago. And yeah, so that was how mine all came together. And then I also had this batik that I got in St. Kitts and Nevis when we went on the cruise. And some other random fabric, and then I've just been embellishing it. It's almost done. I just have to do the top of my waves, which I'm going to do with this, which I bought today, and then some light rays coming out of my lighthouse.
It's going to be beautiful.
I'm very excited to finish this.
Mm-hmm. Mine is almost done. The stitching is done. I put it back into this little hoop to show you, but it's definitely not in here tight or anything, so it'll be FFO'd once I get home. But I made myself a little bit of Orkney. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. So I did Krynic to make the rays of the sun. It's hard to get them to catch the light in here. I bought this bird charm at the boutique here at the seminar, and I'm glad I did because it just like gives it that like overall finished look. And then yeah, I put some different. I have used silk and cotton and beads and krynic to separate the layers, and like the class overall was really low key. She didn't like formally teach us. More, we showed up as people with embroidery skills, and she was there to coach us, right?
Mm-hmm.
On color choices, on composition, on different stitches. She would like, there were a couple of the people were like, oh, can you show me how to do this specific stitch?
Yeah, or like, do you remember how to
yeah.
do this random thing that
Yeah.
wasn't in the booklet, or like but like something that she knew
Yeah.
because of her time with the Royal School of Needlework?
Yeah.
Like
So,
stuff like that.
yeah, but
She's
it was
got a lot of
just a lovely day spent
Mhm.
with a lot of fun fabric and flosses with a nice group of people, doing good stitching.
Yeah, it was good.
So, almost done. A little less almost, but also almost done.
Will be a finish soon.
Yeah, this just needs a trim, well, a tighten, a trim,
Mm-hmm.
and to finish the back of the hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. And then today, and then finishing it tomorrow is our second 2-day class, which we're doing the same one, which is Bargello Mellow with Lauren Salt, who I think very well known in Canadian needlework circles, maybe also America. I honestly don't know, but the folks here all know her and love her.
Mm-hmm.
This is a series of 7 different patterns to do with Bargello stitching. So Bargello stitching is all the same stitch, but you do different patterns of where you do increases and decreases and what colors you use, and you get very different effects.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing that. Our kits came with everything we needed. So it's a mix of number 3 and number 5 pearl cottons, as well as some firewire from Rainbow Gallery, 1 spool of krynic, which now comes on cards. We saw it on cards at the shops here, which I called it when Rainbow Gallery first thought of. I was like, the spools are going to disappear, and I'm glad. I like the cards.
Mm-hmm.
They're just so much easier to store and work with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the colors you need. Some of them we're using in both 5 and 3, and some of them we're not, depending on the patterns. The number 5 is for the vertical, and the number 3
It's for the
No.
bias. Yeah.
Yep. No.
Oh,
Number 3
bigger.
is for the vertical.
3 is
5
bigger.
is for
yeah.
the ones that are on a bias. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And these are our canvases. Aren't they beautiful? We had to baste to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us basted more than once. And then we started here.
Yeah.
So we did the main line through here,
And
which
then we went up here and did the blue.
the blue, and this
Which I
pattern.
had to redo at lunch.
Yeah, this pattern she doesn't do just a main line, so you go through and you put in all the blue, and then you can add in after that.
Yeah.
Then we did this one after lunch, which again, this one because of the swirls doesn't get a main line, so
Mm-hmm.
working on it is going to come over some more. And then this was our last one of the day. I had to redo part of this, and I'm going to have to redo this. There's something wonky with that.
I had to redo
peak.
from basically from here.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't as bad as I thought, because I somehow got to the bottom and the bottom lined up, but then I went to go do another color beside it, and I realized that I had screwed up the top of it. Still not entirely sure how. I ended up in the right place in the bottom, but
Yeah, it's just a lot of careful counting. But once your main line is in, or your pattern, right, then you're just following what's already there. So adding in your second or third, and I've got a little bit of firewire in that one. I don't know how well you can see the shine. Is really easy because you just follow what's already there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll keep working on these tomorrow, and then we're flying out tomorrow evening. So
I have one other whip.
Oh yes.
Just a wee update, because I've been working on this. I got all of my 310 finished today, so those animals have really started to pop. We have a little possum friend, our skunk friend, our mole friend, mouse, 2 squirrels, 2 crows, and the raccoon, of course, who is already done. Yeah. I think this will easily be on track for May finish, per my would go calls.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And then we'll see how I do on Ashdown when I get back.
Yeah.
Because I might have an inkling to finish.
Yeah, I really want to
This.
work on that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I'm also going away next weekend. I'm going to Saskatchewan, so I don't know what I'll bring with me to work on. I don't know if this will work. I don't know if this will fit in my personal size luggage, which is all I'm using because I bought the cheapest ticket.
Yeah,
So,
that might be a little.
I don't think it will fit in a backpack. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah.
Right.
Thanks for watching our last update.
We'll
Hopefully.
do an update at the end of May.